Good morning. My name is Farah Payan from Woodland Hills Camera. This morning, I'd like to talk about this amazing AZ1000 10 micron mount that has the same load capacity as their sister product, which is their EQ GM1000. The finish is different. The look is extremely slick and beautiful, and it's ideal if you have your beautiful Lunt giant telescope to mount on here and view all day long, as well as if you want to do visual work at night. It's very solid and well manufactured.
What's the capacity of weight capacity on this mount?
50 pounds.
50 pounds of equipment, not
Correct.
including the
Not
the
including the
counterweights.
counterweight.
And this is strictly Altaz. No,
It is
has no
strictly
capable- okay.
AZ, indeed, but it's solid AZ product. Really, there isn't anything in the market that can compete with it.
Wow. And this is a very pretty mount. Now, this kind of tripod also comes with it, or you could buy whatever tripod
It's
you
an
want.
optional accessory. It doesn't cost a lot of money, as beautiful as it is, actually.
Yeah.
You don't have to go to the heavy duty set of tripods that they manufacture and save some money.
Very good. And Woodland Hills telescopes will carry this. They'll be in stock.
In stock.
In stock, so you can put this on your birthday, Father's Day, Mother's Day, Christmas list, whichever one you want, as long as you get one. If I had a place to put it, I would definitely get one of these. The 10 micron brand is a brand that we all know, and we sort of call them forever mounts because they're that good. Sometimes you can do extremely long exposures without much guiding or any guiding at all sometimes, especially if you're using a fast scope. So even if you don't get this particular model, you can always get an equatorial model. Woodland Hills has them all in stock. So give Farah a call and she'll set you right up.
Should I just hold this?
Welcome back.
Yeah, you're talking.
We're here at the Telavue booth here at NIC 2025. We're here with David Nagler, and we're going to talk about a new eyepiece that they have now on the market. So for those of us who are into visual besides astrophotography, what's special about this new eyepiece?
Well, what's special is that we have not had an 82-degree series of eyepieces with long eye relief for eyeglass wearers.
Okay.
So the Type 6s were a shorter focal length series, all with a nice compact size, but in order to make them compact, we had to limit the eye relief, and we limited that to 12 millimeters. That's what gave us the compact size. So missing from the Nagler lineup was a long eye relief series. We have a couple of focal lengths that are good for eyeglass wearers, like the 31 Type 5 or 22 Type 4. But with the Type 7s, we made it a series. So currently we have, or as we first introduced, 5.5 millimeter focal length,
Okay.
9, 14, and 19 millimeters of focal length, all with 19 millimeters of eye relief,
Wow.
an adjustable height eye guard for people who don't wear glasses, and that's really important to keep stray light off the eye lens to maximize the contrast that's inherent in the eyepiece. But any extraneous light can just kill it. So that's what the adjustable height eye guard is used for. A couple of other interesting things about the Type 7 is the 5.5 and the 9 are actually 1.25" models, but they have a 2-inch sleeve that threads onto it. So you can thread it on and off easily.
Wow.
But the 14 and 19 are 2-inch only. Now the neat trick comes in that we made all of the models parfocal regardless of which configuration you use them with.
Okay.
So even if you're using the 5.5 or 9 in 1.25" mode, when you use it 1.25" mode with our Telavue hi-hat adapter, it's parfocal with the 19 and 14, which are obviously 2-inch only. by having that par focalization like that in that configuration, the 19 and 14 2-inch only are parfocal with all of our inch and a quarter eyepieces
That's
when
amazing.
used
Wow.
That's I
with
didn't know that.
inch and a quarter when
Very cool.
when used with our hi-hat adapter. So moral of the story is you stick with Telavue and you got it all engineered out. You start mixing and matching components,
Well,
then we don't know what's going to happen.
And that's a very good case to make for visual with people who have glasses, because I always found it difficult to look through a scope with my glasses. I didn't know whether to keep them on, take them off, and if I left them on, reflections, or I couldn't get close enough to really
Yeah.
see properly dead center. Averted vision always gave me trouble. So having an eyepiece that you can use with glasses and having it be partifocal with all the rest of the eyepieces like that is a very interesting concept. Now, the price range of these,
They're they're all $635.
Okay.
regardless of focus.
regardless of the focal length. Okay.
That's suggested price.
And they're all out in the market now.
Not yet, not
No?
quite yet. So here at NEAF, we were we did something special. NEAF is our home show.
Right.
We helped found the show. So we did something special. We have the first shipment of Type 7s are going to leave Japan at the end of this month. But we flew in 10 sets of production models,
Okay.
airshipped them in, and gave one set away as a grand prize at NEAF. And for NEAF attendees, they have the first opportunity to buy the other 9 sets.
Wow. Okay. That's really
we're
cool.
pretty lucky to be here.
Well,
So, well, just to answer your
Sure.
question, then we expect regular delivery through dealers, probably the beginning of July.
July. Okay. Now I know that this is your show because I'm a member of the Rockland Astronomy Club, so I know that Al and you guys do a lot of things for this club, and we appreciate it. And we're very happy that you guys always come back and have something new and interesting. I haven't been able to interview you before, but I'm very happy to do so. When these come out, obviously you could get them from Woodland Hills at telescopes.net. You can order them. And if you have
You
questions,
can order them right now, right?
Indeed, absolutely.
so for those guys who do visual, head for these eyepieces, put them on pre-order and get them because you know Telavue, you know the brand. They've been around forever. They do things for NASA.
Yeah, we just had, we were just out in California. We did a little Telavue day at Woodland Hills, which was great. But we were out there to have witnessed 3 of our lenses being launched into space as part of the Punch project.
Okay.
That's a project that we were first contacted on in 2016.
Wow.
And the launch was just in March. Now, unfortunately, we didn't get to see the launch. It was delayed. But March 11th, it did launch, and the satellites were successfully deployed. And now we have 3 Telavue objective lenses
That's a
floating
little
around space.
That's a little unnerving to know that one of your eyepieces is looking back at me while I'm walking around.
No, it's not. It's actually looking directly at the sun.
Oh, wow.
So the 3, it's part of a Southwest Research Institute experiment called PUNCH. It's the polarimeter to unify the corona and heliosphere.
Say that 5 times in a row.
I know. I have to think about it, right? PUN. I'm not very good with acronyms, but anyway. So,
Well,
well, and now I've said it so often, but so these 3 objective lenses are going to be imaging the sun continuously for the next 2 years at least. So
That's amazing. So this is the standard of company that you're dealing with. That NASA uses their stuff on their missions to view the outer space, to view our sun. So
So
you can't go wrong.
Actually, to add to that story, and I'm glad you mentioned that, the reason we were involved in this project is the chief scientist for this project is a big Telavue fan. He has a bunch of Nagler eyepieces and thought it would be really neat if Al Nagler would design the
Wow.
lens that they needed for their camera.
Wow,
So
that's
he
amazing.
called up and we said, "Yeah, we'd like to do that. That would be neat."
I almost won one of your eyepieces here at NEAF many years ago. My daughter went to grab one of the tickets, and she let an older gentleman go ahead of her. And he grabbed the ticket, and she grabbed the next one. Had she grabbed that one, she would have won. And I was really back into visual in those days. I did Astro too, but I was doing visual at the time. And I looked at her like, why she let? Oh, I was trying to be polite, and I
It's
said,
much more valuable to be.
Now wait a
It
minute.
is.
Now wait a minute. But you can redeem yourself maybe today, buy a whole bunch of raffle tickets, and win a full set of Nagler Type 7s.
I
How about
see,
that?
is
if
true.
if
That
I
would
had
be
that
really
kind of
nice.
luck, I wouldn't be in this condition. And I do astrophotography now mostly, but I do get into visual. Sometimes my grandson, my grandkids love astronomy, and they're only 4 and 6 years old, and they can name all the planets and everything. They came to the show last year, and they just absolutely loved it. So I have something in mind for my grandson so that he can use a telescope, a real scope, not one of those toy scopes, and let him start off with doing visual. So I don't know if I would trust him with one of these expensive, not for a while, but it's in the works. But again, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to talk to us. Um, look for the eyepieces.
Thank you.
Well,
Appreciate it.
Farah and me go back a while, and we will have links to back to the store, and we will have a banner so that you can check out the store. They carry everything that you need, like I said, from beginner to advanced and beyond. And of course, they carry only the best grade of stuff. Telavue, high end, great stuff. You know you want it. Go to Woodland Hills, telescope.net, and get yours while they're still coming, and be first on the list. So we'll see you next year at 2025, and I appreciate everything you guys do, including the work you do for NASA. It's just amazing.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. We'll see you next time.